Hey everyone, welcome to Dear Dad with Ivan and Brad. He's Ivan, I'm Brad, and we are two dads here to give you a male and a father's perspective on everything from parenthood and divorce, marriage, remarriage, and everything that surrounds those subjects. Today, Ivan and I are going to talk about our three favorite sports icons and why we think they're the best in our opinion. Ivan, this weekend was Mother's Day. Did you do anything special for your mom?
No, she wasn't even home.
Oh, yeah?
Some friends came to visit from California.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so she was out with them, but so no, nothing special. What about you?
We sent my mom a coffee mug, and then in the card it said from your favorite son and favorite daughter-in-law. It's always a competition between my brothers and I, who's mom's favorite. My youngest, Tim, thinks he's my mom's favorite, so we gotta give it to him every once in a while. Sometimes we have a competition of who can wish my mom a happy birthday first on her birthday. So every once in a while, one of us will call her like at midnight, just try to beat the other ones.
See, that's very common in the Hispanic culture.
Oh, that's cool.
Everything is celebrated at midnight.
Yeah. Okay. At midnight.
Yeah, like Christmas.
Uh-huh.
We open presents at midnight.
Oh, I did not know that.
Which is perfect for my co-parenting situation because every year I get my kids for Christmas Eve.
Oh, that is perfect.
She gets them Christmas Day because white people celebrate Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So that's perfect.
So in all Hispanic cultures, everyone celebrates at midnight.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty much anything.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, any holiday.
Birthdays, anything. Yeah, it's at midnight.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Get a head start.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, and like you said, it works out perfect for you because of when you have your kids.
There was no fighting about
yeah.
Christmas, which is the big holiday. Right?
It is. Yep.
Probably the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Easter, I told her just keep them because her family always does something for Easter. Mine does not.
Gotcha.
So just keep them. 4th of July, same.
Mm-hmm.
My family never really does anything. Her family does a whole block party type thing,
right.
And so there's a couple holidays where they just kind of worked out for our situation, but yeah, Christmas especially.
Right. That's awesome, man. I didn't know that. Learned something new today.
There you go.
It's pretty cool. You want to start us off, or you want me to start us off on a favorite sports icon?
I'll start us off.
Okay.
You know what I learned though, like today?
What's that?
There's a basketball player named Luka Doncic.
Mm.
I don't know where I thought he was from like Slovenia or something, which I think he is. But he was doing a post-game press conference yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Or the day before yesterday, whenever it was. Yeah, yesterday. And he speaks perfect Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
like,
cool.
He's already one of my favorite players to watch in the NBA, but then,
what team?
He plays for the Dallas Mavericks.
Nice.
So it's just, before him, it was Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the European players go. And then it's in Dallas, so you go from Dirk to Luka. It's like perfect story,
Right.
But yeah, man, he starts talking Spanish, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Perfect Spanish. Like, after I heard his answers, I was like, wait, is he from Spain? But no, he's from Slovakia or something. I don't know where he's from, but it reminded me of Kobe because Kobe, English, Spanish, Italian, whatever else,
right.
And
I think it's like 5 or 6 languages he can speak.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And he's a hooper, man. Luka Doncic, hooper.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dallas Mavericks.
Okay. They're playing the Suns right now.
I'll have to look him up. That's cool.
So I'll start us off with one, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep it in basketball.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant. That's going to be one of them. And not only is he my favorite because he's a great player, but also because I'm able to give my kids lessons about sports and life with referencing him.
Right.
And his career, the interviews he's made or he's done in the past and stuff. And, just a smart guy and a great player. And, so I always, since my kids were little, before Kobe even died, I would tell them about Kobe, the Mamba mentality and this and that, And when I talk about my daughter, like, she has that mentality already, where she's just always aggressive and she doesn't like losing and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, man, that's one of them. I grew up watching basketball. If you talk to my mom, she'll tell you right now that as a kid, that was the only thing that would like settle me down, just sitting there watching basketball.
Okay.
And that was without me knowing a single thing about basketball. We're talking 5, 6, 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Never played before. Never really. I didn't have nobody. Like, my dad wasn't there telling me about the game while we're watching it,
Right.
or my brother, or nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, like, that's when I started watching basketball, and I was like, probably 5, 6, 7 years old, something like that. Maybe before that. I don't know. So, that was Kobe time, prime Kobe, Shaq. So, I don't remember most of that time, but my mom reminds me of it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That's my number one, man.
That's your number one. Okay. Well, I'll match you and say mine is also basketball. Mine's Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up watching Mike. I watched him on. My brother Tim watched his movie Airtime probably a minimum of once a week, and it might even have been once a day. And to this day, my brother Tim gets all the newest Jordans. He has them up on a shelf, never even opens them. Just buys them, puts them on a shelf. Buys them, puts them on a shelf.
Great investment.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think Michael Jordan did a lot for the sport, and he was just fun. He was entertaining. And there's a book I'm reading right now by Tim Grover called Winning. And the book he wrote before that in 2013 was called Relentless. And he was Michael Jordan's trainer. And what's crazy is he was in a gym, like just like a Planet Fitness type of gym or something like that. And he was making $3.35 an hour with a master's degree, I believe, in coaching of some sort, like not of fitness and training and things like that. And he's like, you know what? I live in Chicago. I'm going to write to every single person on the Bulls team, on the roster, except for Michael Jordan, because he probably doesn't need me. No one wanted him as their personal trainer. But Michael saw his letter in someone else's locker and read it, and then had some interviews with Tim Grover, and then said, I'm going to give you 30 days. So Tim Grover got 30 days to get Michael to a point where Michael felt like he could be his personal trainer, and that went on for 15 years after that. So Tim Grover knew Michael Jordan, he knew Kobe Bryant, and he has nothing but great things to say about both of them. He said Michael Jordan was probably a smarter trainer. Kobe Bryant was probably the hardest trainer. He actually had to tell Kobe, like, hey, you need to go home and go to sleep. Yeah. You need to stop training and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of respect for Kobe. But Michael is just, I grew up with him, and so it was just fun to watch him. And yeah, so I definitely say Michael is my number one pick for all-time like athletes that were fun to watch. So, yeah. Number 2 for you?
Number 2, I'm going to take it to the fighting world.
Ooh.
I showed you a video of his last week. His name is Ramon Deckers.
Yes.
You know what the cool part? So I've been watching this guy, or I've known about this guy since many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always like watched his film, and I've always studied him as a fighter, his footwork, his movements, everything, right? And the crazy thing is, recently, so I've never heard anybody speak of him. I don't even know how I ran into him. I just ran into him randomly on YouTube, I think, one day, a long time ago. But recently, Joe Rogan was on Mike Tyson's podcast.
Oh, okay.
And they were talking about him. And I was just like, these guys know my hero. Like, and it should not surprise me that they know him because Ramon Dekkers is big time in Holland. Big time.
Okay.
But I've never heard anybody else talk of him, so that's what really surprised me. And then Mike Tyson's a boxer.
Right.
And for him, he's the one that brought him up.
Yeah.
Like, that was even crazier to me. But yeah, man, because Ramon Dekkers just has this thing of just forward, and like...
He was like in attack mode.
Always.
Every clip I saw that you showed me, of that video you sent me, he was just like in attack mode. And that's hard if you're trying to size up your opponent and all of a sudden he just keeps coming and you're like, I can't get a grip on this guy. I can't get a feel for him because he won't let up. You can't get into a rhythm on that.
I've never seen anybody with more perfect technique. As far as technique goes, when you fight, you know, you're supposed to turn your whole body, turn your hips with every punch, every kick. And I've never seen somebody do it throughout their whole fight more than him. Like, people get lazy; they'll just throw the arm, you know,
right?
Throw the hand. But he's always hips, always full body minutes. He's one of my favorites of all time to watch.
Cool.
Yeah, man. He died young, which sucks. He died of a heart attack riding a bike or something, which is crazy, man. But
it is crazy.
Oh, Canelo lost this weekend too, man.
Who?
Canelo.
I don't know Canelo. Dude, that was a wicked stare you just gave me.
Canelo?
Canelo.
The boxer?
Yeah,
Canelo Alvarez?
Mm-mm.
The ginger Mexican?
Mm-mm.
His only loss was to Mayweather back in the day?
Really?
Yeah. He's fought Triple G. He's fought a couple other Russians.
Is Triple G anything like Triple X from the wrestling world?
Brad, man, you got to get up to date.
Oh.
How do you not know who Canelo is?
I don't know.
If I showed you a picture, you would know, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
he's ginger Mexican?
Yeah, he's a ginger Mexican. No?
No, I don't know him for real, man.
Yeah, man.
But I can honestly say I'm not a huge current events guy with when it comes to sports.
Okay, if you look at this guy,
yeah,
where do you think he's from?
I can kind of see him. I don't know, Mexico?
He's Russian.
No, he's not.
He looks Korean.
Oh, yeah, he does look more Korean. I don't know why I said Mexico.
But yeah, man, that's who he fought. This is Canelo right here. That's who he fought.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, Canelo got his ass handed to him.
Wow.
Sadly, they went the distance, but it wasn't good, man.
Yeah.
Your number two.
My number two. I'm gonna go with Tiger Woods. Yeah. I think Tiger Woods is. I mean, you know, he was the first one to win the Masters at such a young age, at 21 years old, and the amount of different tournaments he's won is just amazing. But he's still not the all-time record for like certain tournaments. There's other people who have beaten him or tied him. Jack Nicklaus has more than him in certain ones.
Who's the Ice-T guy?
What's that?
The Ice-T guy? Who is that? Arnold.
Oh,
Palmer?
Arnold Palmer.
Is he a big
Arnold
guy?
Palmer.
Is he a big guy in the golf world?
He is.
Yeah. I don't know the first thing about golf.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm about to send you something that Robin Williams did about golf. Hilarious. No, it's like comical. He talks about like how they hit the ball, like how they came up with the sport and how to hit a ball. Hilarious. I mean, I'm not kidding. It cracks me up every time I listen to it. But yeah, no, I like Tiger Woods. I think he brought a lot to the sport. He encouraged a lot of people, especially young people, who weren't involved in golf and didn't see it as an option. They probably saw it as like an old white man's game. And he...
Just like tennis.
Yeah. And he brought it to a younger generation. And I think that was really cool. You know, people of darker skin color who maybe didn't think like, oh, I don't want to be an old white man, you know, playing golf. He showed like, hey, this is cool. You can do this. And just basically open it up for anyone and everyone to want to play. And I think that's cool because when you have someone who breaks barriers like that, to me it's neat because it lets you know you don't have to be a certain color to play a certain sport. You don't have to be a certain color to have a certain kind of job in life. And to me, that's really important because I feel like everybody's equal. And, it doesn't matter what your color is. It doesn't matter what your gender is. And I feel like everybody should have an equal opportunity to prove themselves. And I don't feel like anyone should ever be held back. And I think Tiger Woods opened that up to a younger generation. And so to me, I feel like that's really cool. So, and he's always fun to watch. You can almost guarantee that when you're watching him putt, he's gonna have an amazing putting game, and he makes some amazing putts. And every once in a while he's off, but for the most part, he's just a great putter. So,
I've never seen a single anything of Tiger Woods ever.
Okay,
is that crazy?
I don't know if it's crazy. No, I mean, I don't really watch a whole lot of hockey, but I have been to a hockey game. And when I go to a hockey game,
so much fun.
Oh, so much fun. Yeah, exactly. It's so much fun to be there.
I haven't been to an NHL game. I've been to a Thunderbirds one, which is the lower class or whatever.
Yeah, but still.
So much fun. I can only imagine NHL games.
Right.
But, man, yeah, hockey's a lot of fun. I can't watch it on TV, though.
Yeah. Yep. So that's my number 2.
Number 3. Hold on, so I got Kobe, Ramon Deckers.
Yep.
Oh, another fun fact about Ramon Deckers, my favorite fun fact.
Okay.
He's the first foreigner to win Fighter of the Year in Thailand.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
That's the craziest.
That is pretty cool. Especially, yeah.
The sport is from Thailand.
Right.
Muay Thai.
Yep.
And a foreigner from Holland is the first Fighter of the Year that's not from Thailand.
Yeah.
That's nuts, man. This guy's crazy. My third was going to be Messi. Messi.
Who's Messi?
You don't know who Messi is?
No. See, you're pulling these guys out that I've never even heard of.
Canelo's the biggest boxer in boxing right now. Okay. How do you not know who he is?
Because I don't watch boxing.
But, still, man. Man, you got to get out from under the rock. So Messi is... He's in the conversation for the greatest soccer player of all time.
Is he a tall, dark-haired guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who are you thinking of?
I don't know. I just know there's a tall, dark-haired guy who's pretty popular.
Are you talking about Cristiano Ronaldo?
Maybe. Good-looking guy. He's really good at soccer.
He is.
Yeah. That might be him.
He's from Portugal.
Okay.
But Messi is short kid. He grew up. I think he was born with an illness that didn't allow him to grow in height or something somewhere along those lines.
Okay.
But he played for Barcelona since he was a kid because over there you can join the clubs at a young age and they'll train you and keep you in the
Yeah.
So he always played for Barcelona since he was little up until I don't know when it happened, maybe a year or two ago. He finally moved. That's like saying Michael Jordan playing for the Bulls for 12 years and then on his 13th year decided to go to the Lakers.
Right.
It's just crazy. You never thought he would move, Yeah. Now it's normal. Now they all move around and stuff. But but Messi moved. Man, they call him the magician just because it looks like the ball is always glued to his foot. Just the control, the goals, the speed, and he's 2 feet smaller than everybody else. And but yeah, man, he's recognized as one of the best players of all time. Him, Cristiano Ronaldo, Pelé, Maradona. Do you know those names?
I don't.
Do you know anything about soccer?
I know a little bit.
Like what? Give me some names you know in soccer.
Oh, I don't know names. I just know the ball's white and black. Sometimes it can be different colored. I know there's 2 nets. There's a goalie on each side. A lot of running. Guy's got some massive legs. Some super talented people. Yeah. Soccer's another sport I don't necessarily like watching.
I don't like watching it either.
I don't like watching it. I don't even know if I like watching it in person.
No.
Unless I know the people.
No.
If it was my son or daughter, like how your daughter plays and your son plays, I think that would make it different because I know someone. because my high school that I came from was amazing at soccer, and we went to state multiple years, and I never played, but I had buddies who played, and it was fun to watch them at a soccer game. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it seems like there's just a lot of dead time. But same with baseball. Like I like baseball.
Soccer's always moving though. They have one break.
No, I'm saying like for certain people on the field, certain people just don't seem like they're moving around a whole lot unless the ball is hit over to them as much, So
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you don't know who Messi is. That's like, even if you don't watch basketball, you know who Jordan is.
Yeah.
You know who Steph Curry is.
Right.
You know who Shaq is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Interesting.
It is.
Interesting. When we're done with this, I'm gonna show you some highlights, man. He's
Okay.
nuts.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Your third?
My third. This is by far my all-time favorite athlete.
Let me try to guess. Give me the sport.
Football.
Team?
Detroit Lions.
Matthew Stafford. Oh my God, that's so funny.
He was on offense.
That is so funny what I just did right there. That's hilarious.
Who's Matthew
Hold on.
Stafford?
My neck hurts.
Who is Matthew Stafford?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
No way.
Does he play for the Lions?
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I don't watch sports. Like, I just don't do it.
No, Matthew Stafford was the QB for the Lions the past like 10, 12 years or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Didn't go to the playoffs, I think, a single year or something like that.
Yeah.
He gets traded to the Rams last year and wins the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's awesome.
He has a crazy commercial right now where he's like, it's a phone commercial, like a phone company commercial.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But he like makes a joke out of that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you when we're done. But
Okay.
it's funny.
That is.
It's funny.
Okay. No, this guy, his name is Barry Sanders. He played for only 10 years. In his prime, he retired at 31. His team never went to the Super Bowl and won. And he is the third highest rusher of all time behind Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton, who I give props to. But Barry Sanders, they say Barry Sanders ran more horizontally back and forth across the field, dodging people, than he did forward. And he was 5'8", 200 pounds, and it was just like, boom, boom. Well, I mean, just boom, 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 boom. He would just jolt you, and you just didn't know which way he was going to go. And he broke so many tackles, spun out of so much. I mean, by far, for me, the most entertaining running back ever to play the sport. So it was cool. It was cool. I used to always enjoy watching him run. And I always felt bad that he never made it to Super Bowl and won. And that was part of the reason why he retired. Because he loved Detroit Lions, but they could not get an offense around him to get him to the Super Bowl to win. And to this day, I always say, if Emmitt would have played for 3 more years, he would have beaten all the rushing records. Because I feel like he had 18,000 and something in 10 years. Emmitt Smith had 21,000, and Walter Payton had 21,000, and they both played for longer. And so if you would have given Barry just 3 more years, I think Emmitt Smith played for 13. So if you give Barry 3 more, he averaged 1,800 a year. He would have had Emmitt Smith beat. But it wasn't really so much that, because Emmitt Smith's a great athlete. Walter Payton, amazing athlete. But Barry Sanders was just, loved him. Loved it. I mean, if you want to watch me get giddy like a little boy, put a highlight video up on YouTube of him. And I'm just like, I'll sit here and I can just watch it for hours.
Why don't you watch sports anymore?
I don't know. I just don't find time to do it. It's just, I played them. I played baseball, played basketball, played football, did a little bit of track. But I just, yeah.
When are we going to go play basketball again?
I don't know, man. We need to set that up.
You don't want to lose again? Can you admit that
I cannot
beat everybody?
remember you winning. I can't remember you winning.
I beat everybody.
Did you even make a shot?
I beat everybody. Man, I feel like crap.
That's right, man. That's right.
I feel like crap right now.
Yeah.
That car accident is killing me. I was sick this weekend.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Oh,
that car accident. Dude, I watched that lady. Now, I put that thing in slow motion. I've watched it like 10, 15, 20 times. I showed Tanya. I showed my boys. I'm like, look at this car. They started off in the far lane.
Two lanes left of me.
No. No, if you back the camera up.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, they were in the far left lane.
Mm-hmm.
Then they move over to that one. Then they decide they're just going to turn almost at a 90-degree angle and cross 2 lanes to miss. I mean, they were going to miss their exit.
They would have hit the barrier.
Yeah, they would hit that barrier.
Yeah.
And they just crushed right into you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, I slowed that thing down and just watched it. And I'm like, how did they think they were going to cross 5 lanes on a highway? And then
raining.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, traffic.
And then to hear you say that the police officers said that they didn't think they did anything wrong.
Yeah, because
and then you had the video.
When the cop first got there, he came up to me. He was like, "So what happened?" I was like, "How about I just show you?" Because I had a video.
Right.
And then he was like, "Okay, thank you." And then he went and did his thing. And then at the end, when everybody was leaving, he was like, "Hey, make sure you hold on to that video because she's already saying it wasn't her fault. But I gave her a ticket, and you have the video." So I was like, "Yeah, man." But yeah, it was crazy. My car's messed up. I was driving straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was able to move a little bit to the right when I finally was able to see what was happening.
Right.
So I got a little bit out of the way, but if I hadn't moved that little bit to the right, it would have been right on my window and I would have been screwed. But luckily I saw a little bit at the end there and I was able to move. She got more like towards the back side of my door.
Right.
But yeah, man, it was nuts.
Yeah. And what's crazy is how many people have gotten hit out there and not had a camera and not been able to prove it was not their fault.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing I was thinking the whole time.
Oh, I saved everybody's butt, man, because there was like 2 or 3 other cars involved that hit them afterwards.
Yeah, because that person completely turned sideways in the highway,
yep.
hit you, had to have come to a complete stop in the middle of the highway, and the other cars are sliding into them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So, yeah, I've been dealing with that. And then sick this weekend.
Yeah, that's not fun, man.
My whole body just hurts and quit smoking.
That'll do it to you. Your body's like convulsing right now. Like, give me something.
Yeah, man. I can feel it for sure.
Yeah.
I feel it. Although, like, all I was doing was vaping now, but it's still the nicotine I need.
Right.
You know, so Saturday night was the last time I smoked.
Now, how often do you smoke? Do you smoke like a pack a day, half a pack, 5 or 6?
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
That's what I'm saying, but what did you smoke?
When I was smoking cigarettes back in the day.
Oh, you mean you've been vaping and now you're trying to stop vaping?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought you meant smoking because I'm like, I never see you smoke.
Yeah. So I was smoking before, right? I was smoking like a pack a day.
Okay.
From the age of like 17 to the age of maybe 24, 25 maybe. I've been vaping ever since. And I still smoke the occasional cigarette here and there. You know, like Saturday night, I was at a friend's house.
Right.
They had cigarettes, so I was smoking a cigarette here or there, you know. But then I went home early that night because I was just feeling so crappy, man. That's when, like, I started feeling it, my headache and all this stuff, you know. So I got home at, like, 10 Saturday night. I slept till about 11 a.m. and then still felt like crap.
You slept over 12 hours.
Yeah. And then I slept all of Sunday, the whole day. And then Sunday night, slept all of Sunday night. And
so it's probably a good thing that your kids were with their mom on
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Yeah. Yep. Kid-free weekend. But hopefully, I'm pretty sure tomorrow, like I still feel like crap, so I'm pretty sure tomorrow I'll still take the day off. And then Wednesday, I'll be able to get back to it. But
yeah.
I feel like crap, man. And I think part of it is the no smoking is magnifying everything, too, because I'm, like, super irritant and I want to smack somebody.
I believe it. When you stopped smoking cigarettes, did your taste come back to you, or did it stay gone because you started vaping? Also, does the vaping take away your taste buds? No?
Neither do cigarettes.
A lot of people tell me they can't taste as much until when they stop smoking. All of a sudden they're like, wow, I can taste food so much better now.
No.
You know why?
I think it's liquor.
No. I know why.
Why?
Because you're Mexican and you guys probably have really spicy food, and spicy food breaks through the cigarette. Oh, here he goes. He got to tell you guys something. Listen up.
Where'd you say I was from?
Oh my gosh, you're Hispanic. Dang. But anyways, do you like spicy food?
No.
Oh, shoot, I really messed it up. Dang. But you didn't lose any of your taste. I couldn't tell you how many people I know personally who smoked, and when they stopped smoking, they're like, yeah, man, my taste came back. I was able to taste food better. And a lot of it is like, nicotine increases your metabolism. But a lot of it is when you stop smoking, food tastes so much better that you just start craving food more, and then you start eating, and so then you get heavier.
I think that's more just replacing the addiction with another addiction.
Maybe.
I don't think it has any. Dude, our minds play dirty tricks on us, man.
Yeah.
The mind is so harmful sometimes.
Right.
Have you ever dealt with an addiction at all, of any sorts?
Probably biting my nails.
And you've been able to quit it?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you have.
Yeah, for the most part.
They look good?
Yeah, there a lot of days. There's days where I'll like...
But that's more of a habit, not an addiction.
Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with you. There.
Right.
Yeah. It's when I watch movies.
When you watch movies?
Yeah, I call someone watch a movie, and I'm like, I start biting my nails, and it just happens like instantly, and I'm like, or I start picking on them.
Yeah.
But you get me away from the TV, and I don't even think about it.
You see how bad mine are?
Man, those are terrible, dude.
You see it, yeah?
I can't wait to tell that much.
Oh, I'll show you after the show. They're terrible. Sadly, my ex and I have put that on our children as well. They both bite because we both bite our nails. She does. They do too.
Yeah. It's funny how much, like you were talking about the mind, how much it does play a role in so much. And our kids, and we as kids, watch our parents do things, and then we take that on.
Without even realizing.
Yeah, without even realizing it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, the mind is, I have a cousin that deals with crazy addiction, like the hardcore drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And as humans, you're walking down in downtown Seattle, you see homeless people all over the street.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want them to stay away from you because you might not know anything,
where they've been.
Whatever, right?
Yeah,
exactly. You feel you want to keep your distance from them, right?
Right.
But like now that I've seen my cousin this way, where she's somebody that is homeless, that lives in the streets, I have a different perspective because I've came to the realization that like it's not her, it's her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, like, I can't even go 5 days without eating at a fast food place.
Oh.
I can't go 20 minutes without vaping.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go a whole day without drinking a Coke.
Oh, really?
So imagine her, my cousin, she can't go however long without smoking crystal meth. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I put into account like my addictions, and then I magnify them, obviously, because crystal meth is so much crazier than soda.
Right.
But then, like, so I can't even feel anger towards my cousin because she has no idea that her mind has taken over her whole body.
Right.
Right. And it's scary, man. It's so sad when I see her sometimes. She comes around the house and, somebody that she used to like look after me, babysit me, change my diapers when I was a kid.
And change your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think about people who are like, they call them the tweakers, and they pick at their face and they have all these scabs and they don't even know it. It's just like the whatever it is. I don't know what causes that, but the mind is crazy. that book I'm reading, Winning by Tim Grover, you should read that. It really is a good book.
I'm not a reader.
I know you're not.
I'm not a reader.
I know you're not.
I'm not a reader.
But you're going to.
I'm not a reader.
You're going to.
I'm not a
If
reader.
you're going to make me start watching
Will you read
sports,
it to me?
I'll read it to you. I'm an
Okay.
amazing reader.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I feel like you would be.
Yeah. But Relentless was his first book. And then Winning is the second book. And Winning, he tells you the very beginning. I'll just lay the book out for you.
Wait, this guy is the trainer?
He was the trainer of Michael Jordan.
The one that wrote these books?
Yes. Yep. He trained Michael Jordan. He trained Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade. So anyways, he basically says, if you want to win.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
Man, that's BS. I'm going to call BS because I feel
Did I
like
say something just now that needs to be called BS?
any trainer that trains these greats,
Yeah.
do you really put it on them? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade is because of this trainer?
I'll tell you this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to ask?
Yep. And I'm going to have to give you the rebuttal.
Okay.
He said he was not interested in ever getting any of them 1% better. You cannot make someone great 1% better. He goes, I want them to be 0.0001% better. He goes, that's where I come in. He goes, for instance, he said, lots of guys.
Get out of here.
No, listen, lots of guys, he said, will eat high-carb diets, especially like in basketball. They'll eat pasta. They'll eat something to keep their carbs going so they can get to the game. The problem is they start dying off in the fourth quarter. So
is he a nutritionist or is he a trainer?
he's both. But the thing is he's learned to adapt and bring other people in who are better than him in certain divisions and help them with different parts. But anyways, so listen to this. So he gives Michael Jordan steak before his game. And the fitness guy.
But why did he get sick with the pizza that one day?
The fitness trainer comes up and says, why are you giving him steak before a game? He goes, it's just something Michael and I have worked out because we think that that's going to make him better. Another time, he's working Michael's biceps. And that same trainer guy comes over and goes, why are you working his biceps? Basketball players don't need biceps. He goes, it's not because he needs the biceps during the game to help him play better. He goes, the biceps are his intimidation factor. So when he pulls that shirt off and people see it's not just Michael Jordan who's a good basketball player, but he's stacked with muscle, it's an intimidation factor. Because how much of every game is a mindset? Like, why is it that a team can be winning 3 quarters in a row in football? You're watching them win, and they win first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. All of a sudden, something happens in that fourth quarter, and the other team who was losing all of a sudden has like this amazing comeback, and you're like, how did the tides change? Like, what happened? Because something happened mentally to the team. And so I feel like, we're talking about mentality, and so that was this guy's job, is to get Michael to a point where he was like intimidating. He worked him out on days where he had games. And people were like, you're gonna have him work out in the gym on game day? He goes, yeah, because he plays 3 and 4 games a week. When else is he gonna work out? So Michael Jordan was working out every day before his games. And he did the same thing with Kobe. And it changed them because it made them realize that they can do more than what they were doing. He can make them better in certain situations. He can give them more stamina. He can give them the intimidation factor. He could, do things for them that would help tweak certain body parts. Like maybe he was working on joints. Like maybe those guys, they're doing so much, juking and jiving that he's like, I'm going to make your ankles stronger to where your ankles don't give out. I'm sure twisted, sprained, and, ankles is probably a major thing in basketball, especially, I couldn't tell you how many times I've come down on someone's foot and also my ankle turns over on me.
It's the worst, man.
I can't stand it.
If I couldn't tell you either how many times I've rolled my ankles, and that's just playing.
And Kobe tore his Achilles, got up and shot 2 free throws, and then walked off the court.
Mm-hmm.
And remember that video with Patrick Bet-David?
Mm-hmm.
When Patrick said, how did you manage to do that? And he goes, it's all in your head. He goes, if your hamstring is torn and you're sitting on your couch, but all of a sudden your house is burning down and you know that your spouse and your kids are upstairs, you think you're going to let that hamstring stop you from getting upstairs and saving your family? No. He goes, that's how important the game is to me. And so one of the quotes that Tim Grover puts in this book, Winning, is from Kobe Bryant. And it was at that at the press conference when they said, Kobe, you're up 2 games. How do you feel? And then he looks him dead in the eye and goes, job's not done. And he goes, those 3 words, job's not done. And that's how Kobe lived his life. Job's not done. I came here for something, and that's what I'm here for. And in the book, he really talks about how you can shut your emotion off and how people who just sit there and play over and over and over the bad things that's going on in their life, it leads you to think about something else that's bad going on in your life, which leads you to something else that's bad going on in your life. And I've experienced that before and thought about something, and all of a sudden it kicks, it triggers something else, and it triggers something else. And then you start realizing you're just getting into this depressed state of mind, and you start downing yourself, you start feeling crappy. And he goes, the greats, they learn to turn that off, and they learn to turn on what their reasoning is for why they're there, why they want to win. And it really is. I mean, that's why I like golf so much. You cannot blame
anybody else. That's why I like martial arts so much. You cannot blame. Okay, maybe you can blame your trainer, your coach, because they didn't teach you the right techniques or something. But it comes down to you. Were you physically fit? Did you learn all your moves you're supposed to? Did mentally
you study?
Ready?
Yep. Did you study their guy? So I mean, to me, and I think you'll definitely agree, but that's why sports is huge. I mean, and that's why it's important to make sure that we get our kids involved in sports. That's why we should still be involved in sports to some degree. Even if it's just going out and playing softball. Maybe you loved baseball as a kid, and you can't play baseball anymore. You're not gonna hit that fast pitch, but you can still go out and play some softball. Maybe you liked tennis, and you can't play a whole lot of tennis these days, but maybe you can go out and just kind of swing the club back and forth, or the racket, I should say, or maybe you transfer over that into ping pong, for instance.
Ping pong is fun.
It is fun.
I played some ping pong this weekend.
Did you? That's awesome.
On Saturday.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. You get me talking about mindset and books and stuff. I've read so many books, I can't even tell you. I'm on my 4th book this year. I get up every morning and I read between 10 and 15 pages a day.
I have probably read my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2, 3 books.
Okay. What were they?
Some crazy books, man.
Oh, okay.
There's one book called Memoirs of a Chinese Orphan. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's one called Stuck in Neutral, which is like a really crazy book about this kid that's paralyzed. And he's just talking about like his family through his paralyzed eyes.
Gotcha.
It's crazy. I should not have been reading that book when I did. And then another one by the same artist is called Cruise Control.
Okay. That's kind of cool. He named one Neutral and then named another one Cruise Control. Pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I've been meaning to look those books up again to see if I can reread them, but
yeah,
those 2 books, Cruise Control and Stuck in Neutral, are really strange fictional books.
Mm-hmm.
The Memoirs of a Chinese Orphan, that's a crazy book too, man.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's about.
Huh.
Got a dad joke for me?
Dude, do I ever. I think you're going to like these dad jokes.
Oh, I'm so mad because I'm not in the mood to not laugh.
Dude, you're going to.
This no smoking thing is killing me, man.
All right, here we go. Robert asked the televangelist to pray for his hearing. After 3 minutes of violent shaking and trying to push him over backwards, the preacher asked, "How's your hearing, son?" Robert replied, "I don't know. It doesn't take place until Tuesday at the courthouse." Pie in the face. One time I was late to practice, and coach made me run laps. My dad was the coach, and he drove me to practice. Dude, those were good. That second one was even better. I like the second one. You got one?
Let me see, man, because that was crazy bad.
Oh, my gosh, dude. I spent probably 5 or 6 hours rehearsing those.
Oh, let's see. Ready?
Yeah, go.
This is just top of the list here. I'm not even going to proofread them. I'm afraid for the calendar. Its days are numbered. My wife said I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward.
I read that one to you.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks? This is the same list.
Is it 129 dad jokes or something like that, or 139 or something?
Yeah, 145.
145.
That's crazy,
They probably
man.
added to it.
These dad jokes are no good anymore, man. They're no good anymore.
Shoot.
They
All
don't.
right.
They don't make jokes like they used to.
No, they don't. You ready to get out of here?
Yes.
Let's do this. Hey, guys. You just watched episode 10. We're finally into the double digits with Dear Dad with Ivan and Brad. And we truly appreciate it when you guys watch. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and leave us a comment on your thoughts about the show and what you think we did well, what you don't think we did so well. And stay tuned to next week. It's going to be episode 11. We're going to talk about, from a father's point of view, the importance of females and mothers in kids' lives. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good one.